when you're hitting the bag, right? I see you hitting them when you walk. I want you to do like this. Boom, 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 boom. You keep for boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that.
A new piece of footage has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, showing none other than Mike Tyson working with Gervonta Davis in his training camp ahead of the showdown with Jake Paul. Meanwhile, in a twist that's turning heads, one of Davis's former stablemates has joined Jake's corner, helping him sharpen his timing, tighten his defense, and master counterpunching designed to expose Tank's flaws. Adding to the buzz, Danny Garcia called the matchup a win-win spectacle, praising Jake Paul's steady improvement and admitting that he's earned genuine respect for how far he's come as a boxer. Furthermore, Keith Thurman weighed in, saying that fans who don't like Gervonta Davis simply shouldn't watch. He explained that purists, the true boxing fans, might find more satisfaction in watching Lamont Roach's fight, while others will tune in purely for the spectacle and the money-driven entertainment of Jake Paul versus Tank.
If I was in that position, I'd be happy making all these millions of dollars. It don't count. It's just for show. It's a win-win.
Does Tank Davis get it done? Jake Paul's a little bit bigger.
I don't think it's going to be easy for none of them. Jake is a big dude, and Jake is not a bum. Jake knows how to fight a little bit.
At first, he didn't look the greatest, but he's really proved it. The more people have doubted him, the more people have hated on him, the more it's fueled his fire. You see Jake now running off combinations. It looked like a boxer.
As he kept doing it, I kind of started to respect it.
Have you ever thought, hey, what's up?
Listen, I'm up for any type of celebrity match.
You down to boogie with Jake Paul?
I don't want to say I want to fight him, but if something else evolves, I'm down for it.
We went from Jake Paul haters, bro, to Jake Paul okayers.
Jose Benavidez Sr. said the matchup will be entertaining and boost boxing's exposure, admitting that the size difference adds an element of unpredictability to the fight.
If you're really not happy with Tank, first off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know? Because that's all for entertainment. What is it? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion. For entertainment, don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only, you know. So, it's money-making purposes only. You know, it is what it is.
Calvin Ford said his biggest concern is the glove size, pointing out that Jake wears 10-ounce gloves while Tank uses 8-ounce ones, and that small 4-ounce difference could end up shaping the entire outcome.
Entertaining fight, to be honest. Jake Paul has a lot of followings, a lot of guys that are going to come and watch, and that gives the opportunity for other fighters to be seen on those cards, you know. So a lot of people don't agree, but at the end of the day, for me, it's entertainment. And if we can take boxing to the next level and give other fighters opportunities to be displayed and for other people, YouTubers and all that, to be seen, and hopefully all the YouTubers and people that are just there, not just for boxing, can continue watching boxing.
Do you expect Jake to win because he's so much bigger, or do you think Tank, just being Tank, you know, is going to have his way? Like, it's weird, right? 50 pounds?
It's super weird, man. You know, super tall. I don't know what's going to happen, man. Like, at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be entertaining. I want to see what happens there. And we might have a surprise, or, I mean, either way, it's going to be a surprise. If Tank can knock out Jake Paul, or Jake Paul can knock out Tank, it's going to be, like, weird and exciting and surprised. You know, everybody's gonna be surprised on whatever happens.
Teofimo Lopez said the fight is more about entertainment than legacy, joking that Tank would go after Jake's body because of their height difference, yet admitting fans will tune in regardless.
My only concern is, you know, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's 2 pounds away from Jake. He fights in 10s. Tank fighting 8s, so he losing 4 ounces. So my thing is, I said, they said, put Tank in 8s, put him in 10s. That makes the fight more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there because I understand. And I brought that question up to one of his handlers. They was, no, we don't want to do no mixed match. It's supposed to be an expedition. Why does it matter? What, you know, now y'all want the wins and the loss. You know what I'm saying? All these prescriptions, but you want to be great. Being great is really pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tank don't really care, you know. So when I brought this up, he said, dang, facts. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you know, he can weigh the 10s and we weigh the 8s. Then we got to fight.
Brendan Schaub called the $200 million claim false, saying $20 to $40 million sounds far more realistic since Netflix doesn't have a pay-per-view setup, and he questioned why Tank believes this fight is what makes him legitimate.
You want a Tank and Jake type fight?
Nah, that's theirs. Let them have that.
What do you think about that? You think Gervonta has a better chance of knocking Jake out than Jake has a chance of knocking Gervonta out?
Well, I'll tell you this, man. From the height difference, Gervonta gonna have to hit him on the low blows and the belly button, bro, because that's all he gonna reach. I think it's great, man. No matter what, man, it's giving the boxing culture something to look into.
Yeah.
So no matter what it is, it could be comical to a lot of people. It's a circus act, whatever you want, blah blah blah. But it's entertainment, and I think everyone's gonna want to tune in. Gervonta Tank Davis. It's sad we never was able to get a fight in. Got to do what you gotta do, but I get it, man. You got kids, you got a wife, or baby mom, whatever it is. But, you know, you got to make your money, yo. You're going to make your money, you're going to call it quits. And, you know, I don't blame you on that part, you know. And Jake Paul, you know, do what you got to do. Don't get knocked out and keep it cool.
Roy Jones Jr. brushed off the fight, saying exhibitions should still feel real and competitive. He explained that Jake Paul's size advantage over Gervonta Davis throws off the balance completely, turning it into more of a show than a true contest.
Gervonta Davis's guarantee.
I call bullshit.
Me too.
I call bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athletes ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay. Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
No. $20 million, I would believe, not $200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
That's a lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model, so... And Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, you know, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40.
Yeah.
But Gervonta Davis, he was, especially on Showtime, he was a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist.
Mm-hmm.
200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is going to make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get what he did.
Sean Porter slammed the matchup, calling it pointless for boxing. He said Jake is close to a heavyweight while Tank is a lightweight, so the fight does nothing for Tank's legacy and simply chases money and attention.
I'm interested in exhibitions that make sense. Now, to Tank's credit, I'm interested in the Tank Jake Paul exhibition because I know for a fact that if they do it for real, Tank is capable, although he's small, he's capable of knocking Jake Paul out, just like Jake Paul probably capable of knocking him out because he's so much bigger.
So you believe that?
I believe
no
that
doubt about it.
Without a question, if they fight for real. If they don't, if they say, no, well, we're going to take care of Jake, just want him to go through and learn more, then he might not knock him out. You understand me? But if they do it for real, Tank is highly capable of taking Jake Paul out.
Carl Froch said he doesn't understand Gervonta Davis's career choices but praised his talent, speed, and skill, calling him one of the best. He added that Jake Paul would have a hard time unless he used his size to lean on Davis and wear him down.
In a lot of ways, it doesn't make sense to me. Of course, we know the size differential, and the list goes on from there. I don't know, man. I think we're entering a generation now, or a phase now where fighters, I don't know if it's fighters. I don't know if he doesn't care about the legacy, or if he feels like this fight doesn't matter. I'll get back to the legacy. I just don't know. This is truly not, it's not a legacy fight, but of course it is a generational money fight, you know. So
that's it for today's video. So, what do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed watching.
I understand what Gervonta Davis is doing. As a top fighter who's towards the end of his career. I think if Davis wanted to, he wouldn't get hit with a shot.
No.
If Davis wants to get in that ring and not get hit with a shark, smaller, lighter, more nimble, yeah, faster, and he's got natural boxing ability. He's a great fighter, like one of the best. It's unbelievable talent. There's no way Jake Paul can lay a glove on him. The size won't matter. He'll be slower. So he's slower. So the size will only work if he's up close leaning on him and ties him out.
I think that's probably what he'll try and do.
He's not a boxer, is he, Jake Paul?
No.
He's not a boxer. He's a performing clown.